Hello everyone, Tekken Arcade here. Today I would like to show my Tekken Arcade collection. So right here I'm starting off with the first two games, which are based off the PlayStation hardware on the Namco System 11 hardware. Of course, I'm talking about Tekken 1 and Tekken 2. As you can see, the hardware is pretty much identical. There's not really any differences. Of course, these are JAMA boards. You can see. Pretty cool stuff. And that's pretty much it with this hardware. Alright, let's move on to the next two games that came out after this on the Namco System 12 hardware. And here we go. The next two games in the series, which would be Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament. As you can see, the System 12 hardware is a little bit bigger than the System 11 hardware, as you can see. Significant size difference, bigger ROM board, of course, more connectors as you can see here. Of course, also secondary power, 2 video outs, which only do 15 kilohertz. Of course, audio outputs through RCA, JBS connector, of course the amp, but these also support JAMA as well. And use the same 42-pin kick harness connector. As you can see, this is a Tekken 3 kit. Really cool. And here's Tekken Tag Tournament. As you can see, it has extra ROMs on top for the extra character stages. But it pretty much looks the same as the system as Tekken 3. However, this one does say System 12 motherboard B PCB. This one says just regular System 12 motherboard PCB. I am planning on making videos of talking about these hardwares in depth. So right now this is just a simple overview. So yeah, that's it for the PS1 era hardware. So let's talk about the next game, which kicks off in the PS2 hardware. Here's the next game in the series, Tekken 4, which was released on the PlayStation 2 base Namco System 246 hardware. Of course, this is how it looks. It's much bigger. It's heavier too. Of course, here's how the game disc looks like. Of course, now it uses a DVD. Close that. And the security dongle, which is located in here. Here it is. It's version D with all the characters unlocked already. Of course, there goes the controller ports. There's the power. 2 video outs. Unamplified stereo. JVS. Dip switches. Of course, the relay connector right here, where you would connect your JAMA B board. And why not, since I have it open already, let's go ahead and open it. And here's the inside of this hardware. As you can see, there goes a PS2 board, and there goes the Namco board. Little toggle fan, the IDE drive. Yep, let me just show you the game one more time. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, now the next two games, here's Tekken 5.1 and Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Of course, this is a Japanese version, and this is an American version, but I also have a burned disc copy of Tekken version 5.0. This is the 256 hardware, which is also based on the PlayStation 2. As you can see, the same looking dongles. there. And here's for Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. The disc over here, this is how it looks like. Tekken version 5.1. And the disc for Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. As you can see, pretty cool. Pretty neat. And I'll show you the inside of the hardware. Now here's the inside of a 256. As you can see, it's a little bit hard to see the chips, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Of course, the IDE drive's right there. Then you can see like a little Easter egg around here. Maybe, if you can spot it. Yeah, a little tiny Pac-Man in there. Little nice little Easter egg. Okay, next game in the series, which will be Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion. I unfortunately don't have Tekken 6.0. But this is still a solid game. I still like it. Perhaps my favorite hardware in my collection, and my favorite game in my collection. This is pretty nostalgic to me. This hardware is the Namco System 357 Revision A. This one's based off the PS3 hardware, and this version specifically uses a launch PlayStation 3, I believe. Yeah, of course, as you can see, it's pretty big. There's the connectors right there, audio, video. Of course, this one now has a built-in power supply, and this one no longer uses JAMA. This was strictly JVS. Of course, HDMI, network for connecting to, like, you know, the servers or whatever, and digital audio out. And this would be PlayStation cable, which would connect right here and convert the video, component video. So PlayStation 3 doesn't do RGB higher than 480p, so it uses component video and converts it to VGA. It's pretty cool. Dip switches over here, card connector readers, and the security dongle, which now is a USB security dongle. This game also uses a hard drive, not a Blu-ray disc. Still pretty neat though. Alright, now I'll show you the inside of this one. So, the only thing I did was remove the top cover because this thing is really time consuming to take apart. I'm not going to do that. But as you can see, it has two big fans and a 3.5-inch hard drive with the game loaded version with software or firmware version 3.40. Should be, I think, the last, yeah, it's the last firmware revision that Tekken 6 shipped with. Of course, there goes the PlayStation 3 board, and there goes the JVS and the two USB extension ports. Yeah, also has a big giant heatsink. And you can see right here. Alright, next hardware. Okay, the next game would be Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Unlimited. Right here. Originally shipped on the Namco System 369 hardware. Right here, as you can see, it's a 357C. It's pretty similar hardware anyways. It just has a different code name for this board, and of course this one only has one USB, while the 369 had a USB hub with 3 USBs. Other than that, they both still use the PlayStation 3 Slim hardware. As you can see, HDMI, optical, Ethernet port, But yeah, I'm using a dongleless version so I don't have to use a USB, and I can upgrade the game to an SSD, which I did. Whereas this was originally a Gundam game. But yeah, now this hardware I'm not gonna open up. As you can expect, it's just a PS3 Slim in there. PS3 motherboard. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, next but not least, Namco System ES3. Okay, the last hardware in my tech collection be Tekken 7 itself. The Namco System ES3 hardware, specifically revision X. You can see it says a PC, workstation PC. This is no longer PlayStation hardware. Now I might as well show you the inside of this hardware. Of course, it goes to hard drive. And I just lift this up, and there it goes. Just a regular PC. At the moment, this is currently a work in progress as it doesn't work. Hopefully I can get it up and running. Well, as you can see, that's all my Tekken Arcade hardware that I have. Well, I hope you liked the video. At least, I hope it was entertaining, at least. Sorry if it was boring. I'm not usually used to speaking in videos. It's just not my thing. But I just hope you like everything I showed here in my little collection. Anyway, signing out. Bye.